Oh, welcome, welcome, welcome. You're in the right place at the right time. It must be Tuesday at 5 o'clock. And we are here for the Ask Dr. Ron on Facebook Live show. And as you can see, my lovely co host is still MIA. I thought we were going to have a fill in today to sit in her seat. Her father, Mr. Ray, was supposed to come and sit down with us today to take her spot. But then, according to the last minute, he chickened out. He said, I can't do that. I'm not fit to come over here and sit in no chair and be no co-host. So he got scared at the last minute, y'all. So I told him I was going to put him on blast and throw him under the bus. But yes, her father is a loyal fan to the show, and he likes what's going on over here at the Ask Dr. Ron show. And I appreciate him being a fan, but he said he wasn't ready to step up to be no co-host yet. So we're gonna keep hoping that we can get our real co-host, Miss Chartrice, back on the air with us. Her job keeps messing her around, and she ain't been able to get free in order to be able to get home, so we can get her live on the air with us. So we're gonna keep on working on it. Eventually, her schedule is gonna match up, and we're gonna get her back on the show. So I'm so excited. I got another radio personality, television personality coming on the show with us today. Miss Chaundra Nicole Gore from Lens of Faith is going to be on the air with us today. So I'm going to go ahead and get all of my announcements and stuff out of the way so we can bring her on live. She's got a lot of things to talk to us about, and I'm so excited about having her on the show today because she just came off the air, so she ain't got to get warmed up. She's already warmed up. She's gonna definitely be coming on uh, fired up. I like that. When you coming off of one show and jump right on to another show, man, that's hot. Okay, so I'm really excited about getting her on the air with us today. This is going to be really a lot of fun today, so I'm excited. I was on her show a couple of weeks ago, Lens of Fate, and we had a ball. She put me under the spotlight, tried to see if I knew what I was talking about, but I guess I did okay because she's still friends with me. All right, so let's get this puppy started here. First of all, I want to give a couple of shout outs. The first shout out I want to give is to all of the healthcare workers in the country, all over the place. Healthcare workers help keep our loved ones alive, keep them comfortable while they're going through whatever illnesses, because Corona is still alive. Corona has not gone anywhere. Corona is still here. So I definitely want to give a shout out to all of the healthcare workers all over the place. The reason why I wear this doctor's shirt is in solidarity to all of the healthcare workers all across the country. I let them know that I support them, I am there for them, and I am so glad to have them on the front line because they're doing a wonderful job. I will keep on wearing this doctor's shirt until we get an all clear. And in case you all are not aware, right now we are going up in numbers, across the country. And so we're going to have a more need for our healthcare workers to be on the front line doing what they do. So I'm so glad that they are the ones that are doing it because they're doing such a wonderful job. And I'm glad to have them there on the front line. And I support them. I talk about them each and every time that I come on the air because I want to let them know that I support them. I'm praying for them. And we're praying that they stay in good health. Okay? Number two, I want to give a shout out to all of the pastors that are on the front line, doing a great job praying and keeping us spiritually uplifted, keeping us aware of what God has to say at a time like this, because we know that God can tell us everything ahead of time on what's going on. All we have to do is just have someone that can hear from God, and that's what our spiritual leaders do. So we need to pray for them, keep them uplifted. Special shout out to my spiritual leader, Dr. Lloyd Michael Hunt. He has been each and every day bringing a message and a word of inspiration to keep us all encouraged. I pray for him daily as he prays for me. So pray for your leadership. No matter where your leadership is, pray for them. keep them uplifted, because they don't have an easy job right now, because some churches are not coming back together to assemble. So it's very difficult. So please keep your spiritual leaders uplifted. Support your spiritual leaders at a time like this, because they need it. Okay, we need to keep them uplifted, and it's very, very badly needed. Also, I want to let everybody that has lost a loved one at this time during the pandemic, that we are having a special prayer for you going out each and every day, because it's not easy when you can't say goodbye to your loved ones the way you would like to. And it's very difficult, because, we are accustomed to having these big celebrations of life. And because of the pandemic that's going on, we don't have that going on right now. You can't do a special celebration of life. So we ask that you just keep your loved ones in your heart, keep them uplifted. We are definitely praying for you at a time like this, so that people will know that you are in a place hurting in your heart, but that God has got you, and we're praying for you. All right. CNN reports today. I pull these numbers every day so we know how real that COVID-19 is. 8.2 million people, 8.2 million people have been confirmed with COVID-19 in the United States. We have 220,000 cases of death in the United States of COVID-19. So COVID-19 is very real, you all. So please, please take it seriously. Distance yourself. Stay away from people that are having problems with symptoms. If they have symptoms, get them someplace where they can get some help, because this thing is real. Out of the 8.2 million people that have contracted COVID-19 in the United States, statistics say that 95% of them will survive, but 5% of them will not. So we have to keep those numbers, real, because they are real. Keep them on the forefront of your mind. You don't want to be in that 5% who catches this and not able to survive, okay? So try very hard to stay away from everybody. Stay in your house, stay locked up, wear a mask if you got to go out. This thing is real, you all. My mom had COVID-19. By the grace of God, she has survived. She's doing well. She is doing good. She's not 100% like she was before she caught it. So, but she's doing good. She's not in the hospital anymore. So I thank all the prayers and all the people that have supported her with prayer. I appreciate you. I thank you, because that's what was needed. Okay, prayer always needed in a time like this, and I appreciate that. So look, we are speeding along here, so we're going to go right over to our website. I want to invite everybody to go over to my website, but we're going to go there here live. The first thing you're going to hear is my theme song, so stand by. My theme song is going to come up first. You're going to hear the theme song, and then I'm going to tell you about all of my sponsors that help make this thing possible. So here we go.
Ask Dr. Ron, ask Dr. Ron. Whatever you're feeling, he will give you healing, he'll inform you. Ask Dr. Ron, ask Dr. Ron. Entertaining news, political issues, local and globally.
All right. I want to invite you to go over to my website, ask-dr-ron.com. And when you get there, browse around. There's a lot of good information about me. You'll get a chance to see me in action backstage working with many different entertainment groups. You'll also see some information about some of the places that I have been. And you'll get to a place where you'll see advertising. And I want you to take a look at the sliding ads that are there. We're going to take a look at them one at a time. Chief Nomo's Oasis. Chief Nomo has on the south side of Chicago, he brings in oils, clothes, soaps, moringa seeds from the west coast of Africa. He also does consultations on helping people remain in good health. Chief Nomo has alkaline water. There are many people that know that alkaline water helps promote good health. So click on the banner. It'll take you over to his website where you'll get a chance to see Chief Nomo's Oasis and reach out to him, and you can get information about how he can help you stay in good health. Also, while you're over there, you can see a banner for RRJ Web Solutions. Now, if you have a concept or an idea that you would like to bring to the World Wide Web, Mr. Ralph Jenkins, I've been with him for over 15 years. He can help you get your website up and running. He can do maintenance on it. He can do monthly, keeping all the bugs out of it, all the viruses out of it. So Mr. Ralph Jenkins is the person that you want to talk to about being able to bring whatever web concepts you may have or whatever ideas you may have. He can bring them to fruition on the World Wide Web. Also, you will see Prince Hunter Financial Group. Now, Prince Hunter is new to being advertisers with us on the show, and I was just talking with him on yesterday, and he has a special offer to anybody who is interested in learning anything about doing trading in Forex or stock market, things of that nature. He is an instructor, and he can teach you how to become financially solvent, and he is willing to offer free consultation. Your first consultation with him and training will be free. Just click on the banner. It'll take you right over to Prince Hunter's website. You can read all the information. You can reach out to him and contact him. And you want to get your free consultation. The word free is always good. When someone is willing to give you free to find out knowledge, you definitely want to take advantage of that. And if it's something you're interested in, I can vouch for him. Mr. Hunter, Prince Hunter, over there at the Prince Hunter website, they will teach you sound information that will be of value to you going forward with your financial future. So definitely click on the banner, go over to the website. All right. We also have Port Again Sam. Now, Sam has been with me for over 10 years as well. Sam brings in some of the best wines and spirits from all over the world. And I tell you, if you like white wine, red wine, sweet wine, dry wine, he has all from the best vineyards all over the world. And I'm telling you, you can't get them anyplace else. If you like fine wine, he can help you find something in his inventory that will help you enjoy it that much more. So Port Again Sam, you click on the banner, it'll take you right over to his website, and you'll be able to check what he has in inventory. Now, he told me last time he was on the show that he was getting his holiday inventory in, and now that's what I'm waiting on. Once he gets his holiday inventory in, I'm going to be making a special trip over to see him because I want to make sure I stock up, because once his inventory is gone, it's over. It doesn't come back in again until maybe a year, maybe never. You never know. So if you find something you like, or if you think it's something that you like, you have to get enough of it to keep it in your collection. so that you can have it whenever you want it. That's Port Again Sam. And last but not least is National Block Club University. Mr. Cyron Smith has an organization and a program that helps bring organization to everybody's community. It looks out for the children, for the seniors, for the adults in our community, block by block. He has an organization and a program that can help secure your neighborhood all over the country. All you have to do is click on the ad, go over to his website, see what his program is, reach out to Cyron Smith so you can be a part of bringing safety to your community and into your neighborhood. That's Mr. Cyron Smith, National Block Club University. All right. Also, as you scroll down on my website, you'll see one of my affiliate organizations, Chicago Communicator News Media. Ms. Wanda comes on the show quite regularly. And you'll also see Soul Street Collective. Now, entertainment has started back up very briefly, and Sonia and her group has been performing around the Chicagoland area. Call the number if you're interested in booking this group. They are a very outstanding entertainment group. They sing R&B. They sing what they call in the Chicago area house music. They're very good at it. So you definitely want to reach out to them and give them a shout out and let them know that you are interested in talking to them about coming to your area and performing before the world shuts down again, because it's on its way to shutting down again. All right. While you're over there at my site on ask-dr-rn.com, I want you to fill out the contact card, browse the site. You'll see some information about Cash Crowdfund. Cash Crowdfund will explain to you how you can get involved with bringing money into your house on a regular basis, being a blessing to yourself and to others. You know, so Cash Crowdfund is a tab there. Click on it, explain that to you. Also go over to the YouTube channel that I have. That's Ask Dr. Ron, and browse around it, like, share, subscribe. I need more people to go over there and subscribe. We need all the subscribers that we can get. And support our vendors. Please support our vendors. I want to give a quick shout out to a couple of people that are on the line before we bring our guest on. I see Ray. Shot Tree's daddy is on the line. We was talking about him earlier. Clarence Ray Jr. Shout out to him. We also see quite a few. Miss Denise, Shane. We see Robert, Katrina Sanders. We got them on the line. Shout out to them as well. Gregory Morris. We just want to thank everybody for coming on, being a part of the show. I'm so excited today. I'm getting ready to bring on my guest for today. She is a media personality. She's so beautiful. Her spirit is so beautiful. She is definitely got it going on. She has her own show. It's called Lens of Faith. She had me on as a guest a couple of weeks ago, and I tell you, it was outstanding. I had a wonderful time, and I am looking forward to coming back on her show again. But for the time being, she is our guest today, and I want to welcome to the show Miss Chaundra Nicole Gore.
Hello, everyone out there in Shot Town.
Yes, now see, I saved this part to, let them know that you from Chi-Town. Now, you got to get that part in there,
That's right.
Yes.
Go Bears.
Yeah, even though you didn't act like you one of those snow people that like to go down to Florida during the winter time, because that's where you live at now. You live in Florida. But I tell you, if I could do it, I would do it too. But got Corona going on right now, so I can't go hang out in Florida right now. But that's a good place to be in the wintertime for sure. Yeah,
It is.
yeah. So, Miss Chandra, please tell us about your show, because I know a lot of people are not too familiar with your show. It says Lens of Faith. What is Lens of Faith? Tell us about your show.
So, Lens of Faith Speaks is, ooh, a move of God. I'm gonna just tell you like that. I was in a pit-like experience back in the United States Army, and I was asking God, God, why you got me here by myself? And so God started slowly showing me different things to do, and it was always on Facebook Live. And I'm like, well, what do I call this platform? I thought I was just going to be on stage speaking and talking to people because I'm very outspoken. I am a servant leader. But God was like, no, I want you to shine your light onto other people, bring them on your show. And I was like, oh, okay, okay, I got it. So their birth Lens of Faith Speaks. Lens of Faith is simply no more than a person that walks by faith and not by sight. That is what a lens of faith is. I am a very transparent person and I live my life as transparent as I can to lead and show people that it doesn't matter what you go through as long as you grow through it all. But most importantly, having a walk by faith, not by sight mentality has allowed me to show up and be a lens of faith. And I have two shows actually. Lens of Faith has the Encourage Yourself series, which airs every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and the Let's Talk panel, which airs every Thursday night at 8 with Lens of Faith Eastern Standard Time.
Didn't I tell y'all she just came off the air and she was fired up? Boy, I tell you, you ain't got to get warmed up. You already there. She just jumping out there like boom, right in your face, y'all. You know, and I love it. I love it. You know, so I know you just did a show, just came off the air a little while ago, and I kind of peeped in on you. I tell you all the time that I'd be stalking you. You know, I
Yeah,
know that's not a good thing to say in today's age, because they say stalking is a bad thing, you know, but you all were having a powerful discussion on what to do and how to advise people that have been dealing with violence, not just domestic violence, but violence,
right.
you know, and some of the things to do to try and protect yourself. And
That's
and
right.
I noticed that both you and your guests were so excited about, you know, trying to help people, you know. And so would you say that that is your mantra with everything that you go after, with all the shows that you do, have to be something to try to help people?
Absolutely. My transparent experience through life, I didn't go through this just to go through it. I went through it to help people, to help them better understand how to make it through, how to navigate whatever it is that happened to me that can, surely happen to someone else. And so my shows are all about knowledge, empowerment, and education.
Okay. All right. So, and they can find you on Facebook Live. I mean, we're gonna get to that a little bit.
Absolutely.
We're gonna get to that a little bit later, and I'm sure you got a YouTube channel, all of that good stuff going on. You know, because that's the way to go nowadays. Everybody is trying to make shows available in as many outlets as possible, and that's what we have to do. You know,
Yes.
when I first started back doing it, because I had to tell you I had to come back to this because I had stopped doing it for about 5 years. You know,
Mm,
I had fell out with the radio station I was at, and I'm like, I'm done. And I started being a civilian, and then all of a sudden, everybody started picking on me. When you coming back? When you gonna do it again? What you gonna do
right.
next? I'm like, who said I was gonna do anything? I don't want to do nothing. Leave me alone. You know, I was enjoying my peace and quiet. And
Right.
and then and then everybody started blowing up on Facebook. Oh, you got to do a Facebook show. You need to do a Facebook show. I was like, why? Just because everybody else is doing it, I don't need to do this. Look. I've been in entertainment for over 45 years. I am not bored. Okay, you know. So I said, okay, I'm gonna try it, and if it picks up and goes, good. You know, if it don't, then I can go back to minding my own business, and you know, and leave everybody alone. At least I tried. Please.
Right.
I had me on two nights for a while, Tuesday, Thursday, and then you know, next thing I know, who coming on next? Can I be on your show next? I'm like, oh Lord, I'm back in it. I'm stuck, you know. So, but I don't mind because it's all about empowering people, you
Right.
know. And with as many people that I know across the world, across the country, that drop in, it's encouraging. You know,
Right, it is.
Go ahead.
Why don't you do something different, Dr. Ron? While I was sitting here, I thought about seeing you out on a boat on Lake Michigan doing your show on the boat. Doing the summer and the spring months.
I was going to say, it's wintertime, right? You know. Now, during the summer months and spring months, I normally go to events and I do little snippets of interviews at different locations. Of course, this year I ain't go nowhere. I get invited to go places and be a part of what's going on, but I'm not going. I was explaining to someone last week. First of all, my mask is like looks like something straight out of Star Wars. I got this 3M mask, with these two orange powder puffs on both sides, right? Because I'm making sure ain't nothing getting in on me. I seen a doctor in the emergency room
You
had
got
this.
that chemical mask, huh?
Yeah, I saw the emergency room doctor with a mask on like that. I said, I'm getting me one of them. Okay? I'm not wearing one of them cloth masks or anything like one of them little paper masks. No, 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 no. I got a real mask, okay? And when I can't breathe through my pink powder puffs no more,
Is it an MBC mask, Dr. Ron?
and when I can't breathe through my little powder puffs no more, then I change them because I got replacements. Okay, I'm not throwing the whole thing away. Okay, because this thing gonna be around here for a while. Okay, you hear me? I am serious about making sure that I'm alive at the end of this thing. And I think you and I were talking maybe a week or so ago, and I was telling you in my lifetime we probably never will get the answer to what was really going on with all of this corona and everything that they got going on. But see, by you being young, you'll still be alive long enough to hear what's really going on. Okay, because they don't tell us everything. Now I know you're in the military and you know exactly how that works. They only tell you what they want you to know.
Right.
Okay,
So wait a minute, Dr. Ron. What if I told you that
come on now, come on, tell me.
Let me back up for a second. Let me ask you this. Do you believe the events of 9/11? Do you believe everything that they said that transpired at 9/11?
I know what they told us in the media, what they wanted us to know.
Right. Do you believe that?
I'm gonna put it like this. I have had not had, but I do have many friends that were in New York
Hmm.
when 9/11 took place, and I know
Okay.
some folks that suffered, and some folks got out of New York after 9/11 because they did not want to continue being in New York after such a disaster had taken place. So to answer your question, I know something took place. Okay.
Right.
Actually, that year in the year 2000, I left Chicago. That morning, I was supposed to be on an airplane on
Mm.
my way to New York to start a tour with a group called Three Mo Tenors.
Mm.
And when they grounded every airplane all across the United States, then the group that I was working with, they said rent a car and get to New York as quick as you can. So that's what I did. So when I got to New York, and I was going around that circle to go into the Lincoln Tunnel, I looked out across where the Twin Towers used to be. And when I saw this big cloud of smoke that was lingering where the Twin Towers used to be, it was such a deep spiritual revelation about that I will never ever forget that. Okay, so as far as actually what happened, detail wise, I don't know. I can't. I just know what they tell us media wise. And I know the
Yeah.
media, because I'm in media, we can say anything and make people believe it if we tell it in the right context.
Text, right.
Okay.
You know what? I say the coronavirus has been on the back of that Lysol can forever.
Hmm.
We can go back years, somebody, and talk about coronavirus being on the back of that can. So coronavirus didn't just happen. This particular coronavirus is a different strand. I do agree with that. There's a different strand of coronavirus. But if you really look at the influenza, the flu, there's different strands of that as well. So
Hmm.
I believe that this right here is it came and it's going to be around, like you said. We have to learn how to live on this side of the dirt with it, and it's all about precautions. It's all about washing our hands, so to speak. It's all about, what do they say they're gonna come out with an antidote for it, a vaccine for it, just like they got vaccines for the flu. They want to tell you got to get the flu shot, right? So that you won't get the flu. So they're probably going to come up with something to that effect for the coronavirus as well. I don't know. But what I do know for sure is that I'm still breathing right now. God is allowing me to still breathe. And I am going to continue to take my precautions. I'm going to wear my mask when I need to wear my mask. I'm going to wash my hands. I've been washing my hands anyway.
Right.
So the whole thing about wash your hands, this telling me that a lot of people weren't washing their hands.
Right.
They'll go outside, touch stuff, go to the grocery store, come home, pick their nose, wipe their butts, and cook food. And then you sick, and you wonder why you sick. Well, it could be coronavirus or something else. you
Right.
know, you could
Right.
be bringing salmonella to your plate. You don't even know. So wash your hands. People need to just stop being nasty, period. That's what I think.
Look, I
Stop
totally
being
agree. I
nasty.
totally agree. It's so funny, and I know you've been in the military, so you've seen some of the foolishness that men do, when it comes time to eat. They'll do
Right.
some of the most trifling things that
Hmm.
we as people of color have never been able to, do because our mama and daddy ain't gonna let us get away with that kind of stuff,
That's right.
but other ethnic groups, they do some crazy trifling things and have been doing it for a while. But going back to what you said about the corona virus, yes, we're up to strand number 19 right now, and by the time 20 is over, we might be up to strand 23.
Come
You
on
never
here.
know because this thing keeps evolving and developing. And I have never taken a flu shot. Knock on wood.
Jesus.
I don't take it. I don't believe in entering foreign objects into my body that wasn't there in the first place. Because now I'm exposing myself and beating up my immune system. And the older you get, you learn how to work with your immune system, not
Hmm.
tear your immune system down.
Right.
And I don't have a problem staying away from folks. I'm like I think it was one of them guys in the Bible say he lived in a cave and he wasn't worried about what they was doing out there because his food showed up every day by way of a raven or blackbird showed up with his food every day, so he wasn't worried about it. He had room service, okay,
Right.
and whatever else they had going on out there in the world, he didn't have nothing to do with it. Well, my food don't show up by no raven, but if I call Uber, something gonna come to my door, okay?
Mhm.
So I can't eat without having to worry about it, okay?
Right.
But I know there's just so many people that live in fear. And just like you asked me that question a little while ago, do I believe what happened with the Twin Towers?
Hmm.
I can't say that I was there. I don't know. I only know what they tell us. I know that there has been many conspiracy theories that have come up, trying to say it wasn't like what we thought it was. But I know one thing for sure that when I drove through the Lincoln Tunnel and I saw that big cloud hanging over where the Twin Towers used to be, something happened. Okay?
Right. I gotta tell you, I don't know what one day I'll be able to release what I know, but that won't be the day.
All right, don't start no stuff now, cause I like
Unfortunately.
look. I like scooping world events. Come on now, don't start like
Right.
that.
I'm
So
I'm gonna just say this. I'm bound by certain restrictions at this particular time, but when we get to about 2024, I can let you know what really happened. But 9/11 was not 9/11. I'm gonna just leave it like that.
Okay. All right.
So coronavirus, I don't know. I don't want to say coronavirus ain't coronavirus because I know some people that had coronavirus.
Yeah.
It ain't about the virus though. You got to look beyond the smoke. You know, there's always a smoke screen when there's something bigger occurring in the background. And what better timing was it to happen right now? I want y'all to think about that. Anybody that's listening right now, what better timing for a virus to sweep the world? 2020, the year of an election for the United States of America. China back in business.
Mm-hmm.
Russia back in business. All those foreign countries are back in business, up and running. No more coronavirus for them. Really? Hmm. Makes you think, why we still suffering with it? Why our numbers still going up? What's really happening in the United States of America that we're so concerned about coronavirus? Something that's been on the back of a Lysol can for a long time, I want to say. I'm not going to say forever, but a very long time. And so to me, you have to think about the timing of when things occur. Think about the timing of when the Twin Towers fell. What else was transpiring in the world? Then right after that, Osama bin Laden was captured, right? And killed. You got to look at what's happening behind the smoke screen to really understand the why behind the thing that you see the most. And they want us to focus on the coronavirus. They want us to focus on masks. They want us to focus on washing your hands. Why? When we should have been washing our hands in the first place.
Mm-hmm. And,
Just
and,
something to think about.
and we do. You know, most of the people of color, we do. This ain't hard for us.
Right.
And one of the things that I saw one of the doctors, can't remember where I saw that, because, you know, I'm always looking at and listening to what people are saying. You
Hmm.
know, how serious can this virus be if soap and water can kill it?
Come on.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying to you, Dr. Ron. Why
Uh-huh.
are we so focused on this virus if you can just wash your hands with soap, put some hand sanitizer on, and you good?
Mm-hmm.
But is it the virus that's taking people out, or is it the pre-existing conditions exacerbated by the virus that's taking people out?
And
I
that's
don't
and
know.
that
I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical doctor, but I'm thinking something that you can wash away with soap and water, or antibacterial soap, or hand sanitizer. Is that what's taking us out for real? Or is it because someone has heart disease, lung disease, or all these other different diseases, lupus, leukemia, cancer, and the littlest thing that hit their immune system, they out of here. They're getting taken out the land of the living. I mean, we got to really think about that. I've known people that died from the flu
yeah,
because they had pre-existing conditions.
yeah, yeah,
So I, I don't know. I always try to see what the bigger picture is.
yeah. And all of that is very true. You know, we are people of color that have the poorest health conditions on the planet, and that's all over the planet.
Right.
I mean, we eat. Some of us eat very poorly, and food can be very damaging to us because we're not eating the things that are helpful to our health. And then some of us, and I'm not gonna say me personally, I say us, people of color. We take everything that they prescribe to us,
Hmm.
everything. Okay, you got this. Here, take 29 medicines for this. Okay, and now you got 3,000 side effects with each of these medicines, and that's all right. Don't worry, you're gonna go blind, but that's okay.
Right.
You'll still
The
be
side
alive.
effect.
Yeah. So it's really very targeted how we are affected by a lot of things that are going on. I remember early on when they started talking about this in March and April, they very quickly came out with this. All it ain't Corona is 5G. So now you want everybody believing that cell towers are taking people out. You know, I'm like, okay, it's all a diversion. I never know what's real. Like I said, I may not ever find out because I'm kind of old. But you being young, when they decide to sort all this out and start really saying, okay, plan A, plan B, plan C, this what happened, that what happened, and then you'll be able to sit back and report on it and say, well, we knew it was something, and now we know what it
Right.
was, because they're not going to tell us now. They're only going to tell us what they want us to know, you know. And my job being a media person, I try to put information out there because I do know people are dying, and I know that people are dying of something. And
Right.
based on the statistics that they're giving us, like I said early on in the opening, 8.2 million people have been diagnosed with coronavirus. And based on the statistics, 5% of those people are going to die. And when you said people die from the flu, the normal statistics from the flu is 1% to 2% of people that get flu or influenza every year, they die from it. And that's in
Right.
addition with their underlying conditions that they may have that go along with that. So, I mean, our job as media, and I include you in that, is to put information out there for people to look at it and get and curious enough to want to go find and do some information for themselves. Now, one
Right.
thing that I like to do is I like to follow the trail of people who got money to do research. One of the people that I like to keep up with is Dr. Oz. I used to use his material all the time. When he first started out, he had Oprah money. Oprah was
Right.
behind him, and he would set up a whole laboratory of people to find out, do this, do that, do that. So I know he's not going to spin a yarn that's going to
Hmm.
be too, crazy and too off base. As a matter of fact, I think he debunked that 5G thing too. He did a show on that one day. Like, no, 5G is not killing people. Cause of death is not 5G. Okay, so it might be some other things cause of death, but it ain't 5G. So but we have to put information out there and not be afraid to put it out there. See, what I like to do
Right.
when I'm over here is not give you the same stuff that mainstream media gives you. I like to be able to interview people that are heroes in our community, people you may not be exposed to, so that now they have access to these people that they did not have access to before. And your hometown, Chicago, they need to know where you was. I mean, it's not that they didn't know. I know your folks know where you at. Now my folks know where you at. And that's what I like to do. And I like for them to be able to support you.
Right.
As we see on the screen, we got lensoffaith.org. If they go over to your website, they'll be able to see where they can find you on all your social medias. They got your phone number up there. They can reach out to you. They can email you, talk to you, and become a part of what you are doing. And
Absolutely.
because that's what we have to do, support one another, and let folks know where they can get information at. And I know that you being a military person, I know your method of operation might not be the same as most folks, because the military, they tell you it's the right way, the wrong way, and their way. you know
That's right.
they take your brain. It's so funny, and I didn't think about this earlier today, that you were going to be on the show with me, and I was going to get a chance to say this publicly. But I remember when I had my military experience, and I don't care how old I get, I will never ever forget how they teach you how to fold your t-shirts, you know, and your underwear. I mean, they just got like a special way to teach you how to do this, because they give you a locker like about this big and everything got to fit in there, okay? And if you fold it this way, it's going to fit in this locker. And I'm like, unbelievable. Them folks mess me up. I can't even look at a t shirt without thinking about that.
Well, I was just talking to one of my friends last night, and she was talking about her husband had a special way that he folded his t-shirts and stuff. I didn't have that experience. I do know that there was a specific way I needed to fold my items to get it in my duffel bag. Now, as far as my wall locker and all of that, I think I rolled up everything. I didn't fold it a specific way, but I guess different people remember different things, but that's not one that really resonates with me with the Army. They did show us a way that we could get all of our stuff in our duffel bag, and you can either utilize that way or not. But it wasn't like you gonna get, scuffed up if if you ain't folded a certain type of way. But I do know the Marines do that to people though.
Oh yeah, yeah. The military is rough. They're rough. Now I know when I was on your show, you got a chance to talk about all the places all over the world that you have been.
Yes.
So since we ain't on your show, we on my show. What's your favorite? What's one of your favorite or your top 10 favorite places in the world that you've been to?
Ooh, I gotta say Australia, the Philippines, and only because I love to shop in there.
Lord have mercy. Shopping.
Hawaii, Japan, Saipan, Alaska.
Okay. Alaska? Really?
Yep, Alaska. Believe it or not, Salt Lake City, Utah.
I ain't nothing but flatland over there.
I'm gonna
Okay.
tell you, I just thought it was really cool to be able to walk out on a lake. They say Jesus walked on water, right?
Yeah.
I thought it was really cool to do that. I don't know if anybody else feel me on that, but
Yeah, you talking about
I don't know.
the Great Salt Lake they call over there? That
Yes,
lake that's full of salt.
yes. I was
It's
able to walk out on the lake, so I just thought that was pretty cool.
hmm
Another place was Switzerland, Italy. I really love Italy. I really love France, but I like Italy better than France, and I like Australia better than all of the places. I really, really enjoyed Australia. Not sure how many that is, but I enjoyed my time in the military. I enjoyed the travel. I enjoyed the vacations that I got to take. But I wanted to stay in Hawaii. I wanted to live there for the rest of my life. I really did. Because I really love the beach. I really love the water. And I like being outside. I really do. And year-round hotness was great for me. It was absolutely amazing.
okay. So now I know just from having personal conversations with you that you are a foodie.
Yes.
Okay, you like food. So which out of all the places that you went had the best food?
Ooh, that's a good question because I had great food in all those places. Which place had the best food? Probably, I think I would go with Thailand.
Okay.
I think I would go with Thailand. I really enjoyed Thailand's food. I did. Everything I ate was absolutely amazing. And I love spicy food. So I think I would have to say Thailand.
Okay. So now I'm gonna ask the political question. Um, you being a woman of color in all of these places, did you feel like that they looked down on you or they treated you any kind of black person kind of way because of you being a woman of color in any of these places?
Ooh, I'm glad you asked me that. I'm going to tell you, I was welcomed with open arms, even with the people. I was the only African American person on a lot of the teams that I went into these countries with, and I was welcomed with open arms. They took care of me, they protected me. I only faced racism and discrimination in my own country,
Mm,
right here in the United States of America. And that blew me away. I've been in the most diverse places and they welcome me with open arms. So I
mm,
didn't have any issues in any country I've ever visited except the United States of America.
that's deep right there, and,
Yes,
and
it
it's
is.
still racism in the United States of America. You know,
Absolutely.
it's a lot of injustice. They want our money. They want us to go out there and die for their country, but they don't
Yes.
want to embrace us as an equal in this country. Okay, you know that's deep. That's real deep right there.
Hmm.
So, if you get a chance, I know you're living in Florida right now. If you have a chance to just uproot your family and go somewhere and say, okay, this is where we're gonna do it from, would it be Hawaii? Because I know you say you like Hawaii.
I love Hawaii. You know what? I don't think I would want to go back to Hawaii now because I'm moving forward. I've already been there, done that, and crossed that path. So it would have to be. I'm really thinking about Germany. I'm
Hmm.
really thinking about Germany. I'm also thinking about Iceland. I've never ever been to Iceland, but I've been doing a lot of research, and I think I might have a chance there.
Iceland? Ain't that ain't that
Iceland.
ain't that their place they have wintertime all year round?
Yep.
Oh no. Look, you can move back to Chicago and get
Uh-uh. I'm
that.
not coming back to Chicago. I'll pass on that note.
Yeah.
No
Oh
more
my
Illinois
goodness.
for me.
Yeah. Yeah. No, just winter times get rough. I mean, I knew I was through with Chicago a couple of years ago. They had this thing called a vortex that blew in,
Hmm.
and they were talking about 60 below, 70 below wind chill factor, and temperatures. Okay. And I'm saying to myself, okay, our vehicles, our houses are not designed to deal with 60 below temperatures. Okay,
Right.
period. Okay. So folks were like a week at a time trying to get their cars back, thawed out because everything froze up. If your car was outside, it froze up.
It was a
Okay.
done deal.
Yeah. So I knew then that I don't have too many more vortexes in my future. I already knew that's it. That's all. I lived through one, couple of them. I'm done. Got to get out of here. And then Corona happened, okay? And I'm like, Lord have mercy, I'm stuck. Can't go nowhere right now, but
You've
I'm
been
going to get
going
out
to
of
the
here.
grocery store, right?
Yeah, but I'm going to get out of here eventually. I'm getting out of here. I used to live in New Orleans and I love New Orleans. New Orleans was a great place,
I
for
like New
food.
Orleans too.
Yeah, food and the people. Uh,
Jazz.
yeah,
I
oh
love
yeah,
that.
yeah. But it's
Listen
not the
to the
same New
music.
Orleans that I fell in love with. I fell in love with before Katrina New Orleans. Okay, and
Hmm.
it's not the same place now. But I'm gonna go someplace. I'm getting out of here. Um, so we getting close to the end here. What is it that you would like to leave with the folks, that you would like to leave with them so they can know where to find you and know what you would like to leave them with before we get out of here today?
So I just want to tell everybody I'm on just about all social media platforms as Lens of Faith Speaks. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, Reddit, Tumblr, Facebook, Instagram. I have a YouTube page as well with over 200 video recordings of my show. Where else am I? LinkedIn. I'm everywhere as at Lens of Faith Speaks, and I'm soon to be going to the TV screen. So you'll be able to find me on Apple TV and Roku TV as well. So just stand by. The Lord is continuing to use me and bless me. I am a motivational coach. I assist servant leaders in discovering their purpose, exercising their power, and how to walk by faith to live an abundant life. That's what I do. I'll motivate you to get up out your seat and get moving.
I know that's right. I might have to get some private sessions or something.
Come on, Dr. Ron.
You
I had you
know.
on that boat with that computer doing your show.
Yeah, it would be fine as long as it ain't the Lake Michigan. You know, I go out on a boat, all around the world, but not in Lake
Oh, that's
Michigan.
right.
You know. Um, so when is your next show coming up?
Thursday, this coming Thursday, it's going to be another show about domestic violence, and we're gonna talk about some things that are considered taboo with domestic violence. What not to say to a victim, to re-victimize them, and things like that. So that's what we're going to discuss on this upcoming show this Thursday.
And what time is that again?
8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if
Right.
they look down on the feed, they'll be able to see your lens of faith and your personal as well. If they look down,
Right.
right, they'll be able to see it. Send your friend request and
Yes.
become a fan. I see we have a couple people that chimed in on us. Joe Hunt, shout out to him. Willie Moulton, shout out to him. Every now and then, I like to give a shout out to folks as they pop up. You got some folks you need to shout out on your end?
Well, I just want to say, give a quick shout out to all my listeners and followers. I know I seen a couple of people tune in tonight. Didn't catch everybody's name, but thank you all so much for tuning in. Let me tell you something. I love Chicago. I go home to eat. That's what I do. Visit my family and to eat. So if I can get in the room with you all when I come back, if Dr. Ron has some spectacular event, I'm there. Tell me, Dr. Ron, I'm coming. I'm telling you.
Oh, you want me to put on the event?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I,
Do event and I'll show up.
I thought I hooked you up with some people that was gonna take care of that for you. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm waiting on Dr. Ron's event.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, look, I cannot get off the air without emphasizing, and I want to thank you first of all for taking time out of your busy schedule. Like I said earlier, um, you just came off the air from doing a show to jump right on this show, and I know that's timing is so close. And I know you didn't even have time to go powder your nose. You just came right on over, and like bam, hit it right, just like that. And I thank you for that. But
No problem.
one of the things I want to put out there, because it's too important right now for me not to hit it on every show before we get off the air, is that it's time to vote. We need folks to
Right.
get out there and express themselves at the polls. Get out there and do what is required of us to make a change in the government today. Um, I had a friend of mine that put up something on last week, and it's posted. If you scroll down on my wall, you'll get a chance to see it. This quote that he put up on last week, and it's so profound. Henry Sutton, he put this up. He says, "A vote is not a Valentine.
Mm-hmm.
You're not confessing your love for a candidate. It's a chess move for a world you want to live in." And I think that's so profound because sometimes we get confused, when we say, well, I'm not voting for him because I don't love him. I'm not voting for that one because I don't love that one. Okay, then who you going to vote for?
Right.
And then do you really want to waste your vote by voting for Kanye West or somebody that's not going to be able to get into office to be able to do something to execute a change? And it's still our responsibility to execute a change in our world. We're just trying to have people that's in office that's not going to be racially attacking us because of our skin color. And right now we got people that are attacking us because of our skin color that are in office and signing off on it. And I
Right.
tell you, we need to execute a change for a world that we would like to live in. That's that. You can't get it more simpler than that. I see Cynthia DeBoer just chimed in on us. She said, "I voted yesterday, and it was worth every bit of the three
That's
hour
right.
wait." Okay, she waited 3 hours to cast her vote on yesterday. So we got
That's
early
right.
voting going on in Chicago. I know they got early voting going on in Florida right now.
That's right.
You
I
know,
voted already. So
yes,
listen, you decide to vote by mail, vote in person, whatever it is, please vote. Please
yes,
vote.
yes, it's very important, very relevant right now. Please get out there and vote. And you're not casting a vote. I tell you, Henry Sutton was right on it. He said a vote is not a Valentine. Okay? That you're not confessing your love for a candidate. Okay? So you can't get no more simpler than that. So that's on my wall. If you scroll down, if you want to steal it and put it on your wall, please do. Put it up because we need more people to get out of the mindset that they're not trying to get out here and vote because they don't like neither one of the candidates. Okay?
Right.
So look, please say something so we can get out of here. It's time to go. What you got to say for us, Miss Chandra?
I want to tell everybody out there to be safe. Don't do nothing that will get you in an unsafe situation. And that goes for wearing your mask. Even when you at the poll, you can social distance and vote. So I don't want to hear that. I can't vote because of Corona. No, you still can vote. Put your mask on. You've been going to the grocery store and the corner store. So put your mask on and go out and vote. Be blessed and thank God that you in the land of the living.
Yes, like and share. Tell somebody about Miss Chandra Nicole Gore. Go check her out, lensoffaith.org. Thank you once again. I appreciate you. Peace and love. I look forward to seeing you all. Please like and share. Tell somebody about the show. Love you guys. See y'all next time. Stay blessed.
All right.